Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. Welcome to another More stream. I am your host, More Rich, and tonight we decided to start with a brand new series. For those of you who have never seen the movie Castaway, this game might not kind of hit with most of you, but for those of you who do remember the movie, it's pretty much like that. So, welcome to Stranded Deep. Now, to be honest, I've actually played this game in my spare time, and it is definitely a game I've really wanted to do for a very long time. Hey Eden, welcome to stream, my dude. How are you keeping? Yeah, basically, the whole concept of this game is... Eden, when you actually managed to beat stream elements. Anyway, the point of this game is you pretty much get stranded on a desert island, and you get stranded. I'll just show it to you. Basically, the whole purpose of it is you get stranded on a desert island, and the only thing you kind of got really is to it's like a miniature emergency raft that allows you to go to other islands. So this is going to show it. So I'm just placing this on social media, as this does kind of take forever to load. Now, what's actually funny is I've been wanting to stream this for a very long time. Cheers for hitting the bell, Aiden. Now, the funny thing about it was, I've been wanting to stream this game for ages. Like, I played this game when it was on the PC in early access. But, of course, my computer runs on potatoes, so I wasn't able to stream it. Now I have the perfect opportunity and the proper time to actually get around to doing it. So, for now, we are actually going to kind of set them with passive, because I kind of want to get the feel of the game first before I do anything else. Hey, Wookie, how's it going? But, do you know what I'm going to do? I'm actually going to go with random, because normally I'll actually show you this. The reason why it tells you about existing or random is because of this. You actually get a cartographer table that shows you, pretty much what the map looks like. However, of course I can only switch it between normal and hard. There's no easy in this one. So, with this one, I'm going to click on random because it changes the style of the... it does change the style of the map. And of course, I can determine whether I want to be a male or a female. But for my sake, I'm going to be a male. And I'm going to put dangerous sharks and snakes into passive, because the last thing I want to be doing is dying on the first game. Wait, is it your first time playing? Technically, no. Because I had played this game in early access back when it first came out on the PC on potatoes. So, yes, I couldn't do anything about it. I couldn't really do anything about it because of the fact that it just never gave me the option to do so. I wasn't able to stream it at the time because, one, my computer was crap, and two, it was early access, so the game was buggy. But as of right now, the game is pretty fluid and it looks decent enough. But I'll give it a second here. And there we go. Oh, okay, shit. Need to get out. Need to go. Oh, come on. What'd you... What am I stuck on? Christ. Can you imagine if I just ended up, like, failing just there? Right. Okay, so I literally just survived a plane crash. Now we need to actually get into the life raft. And we... Oh. When I hit the bell, YouTube doesn't notify you instantly, but Google does. Yeah, sometimes YouTube's not really in a good place right now. You know, with the whole COVID-19 pandemic and everything like that, a lot of machines are running YouTube nowadays. So, as you can see, it's pretty much the fact that already I have a shark on me. Perfect. So yeah, long story short, I survived a plane crash, and now my objective is pretty much I have to try to survive, or in my case, I need to try get to a source so that I can actually start surviving. And I'm hoping as well to actually build planes or whatever to help me get off this, you know. It's basically like a big survival game. Think of it as if this is Minecraft's older brother. That's literally how I can describe this. So basically, like, you have all these random islands that you see popping up in the distance. Each one has their own loot. Most of them have shipwrecks and plane crashes like that will have stuff. And then others would have these hostile kind of creatures like sharks or stuff like that. Oh, and what makes it better is, from what I can recall, there's actually some hidden monsters in this. Like, from what I gather, I think they've added in, like, a kraken and a megalodon somewhere in the map. Now, I don't know where they are in the map, but it's just a matter of fact that looking for them is going to be the question. Okay, so, of course, my main goal is I need to start gathering resources so that I can start making some tools and I can start making some supplies. However, what I want to do is I want to investigate this for a second. And I do apologize if that's like loud as hell. Okay, so oh, we got planks. So yeah, it's an overturned well, from what it looks like it's an overturned ship. I've seen people play this, I remember. Yeah, like, it is an old game. Like, it's not relatively new, so to say. Okay, yeah, like, it's new on the PlayStation, but it's not a new game. Okay, I bugged out there for a second. Like I said, it's been out for years, but, it's just something I haven't really gone around to streaming or doing anything about at the moment. Okay, so basically what I need to do is I need to gather supplies. So of course, R1 is to bring up my crafting ability, so I need to make a stone tool. Then I need to find, I need to make twang, as it's called. It's like rope. But you can get them from these, young palm plants. So I need 4 of those to make a... Oh, hang on. I also need a stick, because what I'm going to need right now is I need to make an axe. Now, I'm not going to use this as my main base. I'm just gathering resources, and then after that, I might actually head over to that island. Or I might actually head over to another island close by. Because the good thing about this is, each island has their own unique style, they have their own unique items. So there's a chance that you might find a couple of things here and there. Okay, so I need a couple more lashings. And of course, for some reason I can't jump over these things, so that's not gonna work. Oh, here we go. The yucca plants actually give you some decent amount of those fibrous, you know, they actually give you a majority of those fibrous leaves that you were looking for. Now, of course, due to the vegetation here, it makes it almost practically impossible to even find them. But nonetheless, I should have enough to make a refined knife. And I think that, yeah, that does replace my, it does obviously replace my, you know, my original sharp tool, but it works. Oh, careful. Yeah, you can kind of tell that the game is only relatively new, because there's still a couple of patches that need to be kinked out of it a bit. Like, for example, I'm able to... careful. Oh yeah, in case you're wondering, that kind of starfish can actually do some significant damage to you if you're not being too careful. Okay, so it just shows that I need to pull this out a little bit more. Okay, so... Come on. Give me the... There we go. I was gonna say, come on, give me the option. Oh! Also, as you saw, there were a couple of places there with, like, bubbles. Like, right there. Normally what the bubbles mean is there's, like, sunken loot. You know, there'll be something like a sunken ship, or maybe a sunken, you know, it'll be something along that line, so... There we go. I deployed the anchor so that my raft doesn't swim away. So, as you can see, there is like a boat. Oh. It kind of bugs the game out. Whoop. And there I was, almost running out of air. Okay, so now I see another one over there, so I'm going to check that. But I need to retrieve the anchor. Oh. Okay, so we'll head over here, and then we'll head over to the other island. Whoa, stream almost crashed. Really? Did it? Hang on. Everything looks fine on my end. what actually happened? Like, was it just buffering, or was there actually, like, lag or anything like that? Because for me, it seemed, you know, it seems okay on my end, but well, hopefully it's okay now. Ooh. Actually, what am I doing? See, what I cannot... Okay. Behave. See, what I can actually do is... Oh. Okay, first thing first, I need air. There was some lag, but it wasn't very bad. Well, I do apologize if there was lag. Like, as you know, I don't want lag to become a problem. Well, I was just glad I actually came across that air tank. Can you change game settings? Technically yes and no. There's not really much settings I can change. Like, what kind of settings were you thinking of that you wanted me to change? Was it something like maybe the game resolution, was it, or... Because I don't think we actually have that yet. You know, otherwise, by all means, I'd have no problem doing that for you guys. There we go. Ooh. Don't mind if I do. I'm talking about making sharks dangerous because I think... Oh! So you actually want me to... Okay, yeah, I can do that. Hang on. Yeah, I can change them, see? Oh, nope. Crazy if I left it at that, it just removes snakes and sharks altogether. That completely just takes out the immersion. Okay, so basically, as of right now, the moment I press X to apply this, I would have to immediately get into my raft, because it means sharks will actually become very, very hostile to me. Ooh, oh boy. This is gonna pose a problem because I need my paddle. Oh no, hang on. Okay, so I'm heading over there. That's where I need to go. Okay, come on. Where's the island? And it's funny because I can actually hear, like, this daunting music now. So basically I can tell when there's a shark nearby. Oh yeah, and as far as I know, there are... I think there's 4 different types of sharks in this game now. From the last time I remember hearing about this, there was only 3, but I think they added a 4th one. And those 4 are the black-tip reef sharks, the white-tip reef sharks, the tiger shark, and last but not least is the great white shark. So I'll be kind of worried. Is that an oil rig? Where? Oh, you mean in front of us? No, it's an island. Wait, do I still actually have my gas tank? Yeah, I do. Oh, actually, hang on. I forgot I actually had rations and stuff in there. That will actually come in handy later on. But only when I'm, Wait, what? Okay. There we go. I was saying to myself, why is it not allowing me for it to be operational again? Okay, there's sharks nearby, and there's a lot of them. Cause I think how the game works is, depending on how many sharks there are around, the more intense the music becomes. Now, I'm not entirely sure. That's just me speculating. And I'm hoping it's not true, because otherwise I'm in serious trouble. But, you see, at the same time, I also don't mind adventuring around the place. I don't mind hopping from island to island to see what's here. But, you know, at some point I am going to have to make I'm going to have to make some sort of landfall, and I'm going to have to call one of these islands, like, my home. Whatever one that may be, I don't know. See, normally this island could be good enough, especially when it's, dusk, so obviously I'm going to need... What am I stuck on? I think I was stuck... I am officially stuck on something. What is that? Okay, so I'm not stuck on anything. Oh well. I guess because I'm close to land, I'll just drag it to shore. Come on. Up you get. There. So, now the raft is on land. Now I need to start making a campfire. And I need 4 sticks for that. Oh, brilliant. There's actually... you know what, I could actually turn this into an actual, yeah, I might actually do that. I might actually turn this into my actual home. But first things first, I need sticks. And also, what am I doing with the paddle? The paddle's not going to really be necessary for this. Question is, where did I put the raft now? Oh yeah, it's over here, wasn't it? Yeah, it's here. Okay, so I think what we'll do is we'll camp here for the night. Of course, planks come in handy. Okay, so far I got 3. Okay, so there's a sunken ship there too. So what do you know, there's actually some decent loot around here. Pig! Well, I'll actually come back to him in a while. Okay, so yeah, inventory's full. Still, I need one more stick. Uh-oh. And if I'm not mistaken, I think everyone kind of heard that right now. Okay, so this is going to need some kindling in order to light. And kindling, I need 2 sticks. Now the good thing is, I can actually use my knife on a pine tree, and this actually gives me sticks. There we go. Now I can make kindling, and then the kindling will actually start the fire. I kind of love how you do it because it's like a typical survival thing of trying to start a fire using a stick. Okay, so I think. Okay, so like I said, I'm probably going to end up turning this into my actual base of operations. So this is going to be like my main base. So I need to find a decent location of where I'm going to set up camp. So we have an electrical part, we have an engine part, so I think what I can do is, I'm going to actually technically use this as my gyrocopter, as we are seeing this right now. Oh yeah, the little watch I have here just tells me like how my hunting, cooking, smithing, and craftsmanship is doing, as well as telling me like how much my food and water is. So I am going to have to look for food and something to drink. Now, luckily enough, as we all know, palm trees normally have coconuts. Now, I'm not saying all palm trees have coconuts, but I'm sure... Oh, there we go. And as far as I know... I thought I saw a second one there. Didn't realize it's actually just clenched in my hand. Okay, so basically what we can do is we can just climb palm trees, and as far as I'm aware, as long as these palm trees aren't cut down or destroyed, I will get like a decent resource of coconuts respawning back in. Come on. No, I don't want to climb it. I'm trying to grab that coconut at the top of the... There we go, got it. Okay, so basically how this works is, you normally only can have... I think... Oh. Okay, so I picked up 3 and I didn't even know about that. Okay, so basically, how this works is, you can drink out of this. And that's kind of supplies you with some bit of thirst, but after that then I think you're only allowed 1 extra one, because I found out... Oh. There you go, so my status effect means I'm healthy. I've got some food and water there. Now, of course, I'm going to need to crack these open, and I get a source of food out of this. Okay, so let's eat, shall we? Oh, yeah. You see, that's kind of what happens if you overeat them. Like, for me, I ended up having 1 too many, and it kind of gave me the runs. So, because of that now, my thirst level will start dropping a bit more. And actually, I'll show you what you can do with this coconut. What we actually need to do is find more of those fibrous leaves, which luckily enough we can actually get from these young palm trees. So we need 4 of them in order to make more twine. And then what I can do with that is I can turn it into a flask. Where is... Okay, so far that's 2 out of 4. I remember, like, in the older game, when you first started, you had, like, a thing that you can use for a light source, which was just a simple lighter. But I think as of late, they've actually gotten rid of the lighter, so you don't really have much of a... You know, you don't got much kind of material to work with at the beginning. So, yeah, you can kind of see it by my little clock there that my thirst level has dropped, but of course I no longer have any ill effects coming from the you know, coming from the diarrhea I ended up getting. So I think if this is going to be my main base, I'm going to maybe build, like, my home here. Because they said you need somewhere kind of flat. So in order to do that, I need to get a crude hammer, so I need one... I need 1 rope and 1 stick, because I've already got the stones, so... I literally saw a stick on the ground here, not like 2 seconds ago. I actually thought that was a snake for a second. You have no idea, like, how quick my heart just stopped. Okay, so again, I need 4 of those. And in case you're wondering why you can hear those squeaks, there is a chance you can actually find bats in this game. So yeah, that's just something new. So now I can actually create my little crude hammer. Because the purpose of a crude hammer is in order to make foundations, so that the foundations actually will come in handy when it comes to building my home. But so far, I can only build it like out of driftwood, which is not the best. But I'm hoping to maybe increase that a little bit more with my crafting skill. So I think what I can do is... Actually, I know what I'll do. Normally, I would be able to sleep through the night, but I don't got a bed right now. So, I think what we can do is we can actually observe what I believe is a freighter, I think it is. Like, I think it's a storage freighter. Or, what's the actual name of those, ships? You know, the ones that actually carry these kind of... Okay, I did not realize that these things opened. I'm worried. Oh, wait. Container... Wait a minute, can I actually literally turn a home out of... Can I turn the container into like a home? Because if that's the case, oh, I'm definitely going to need to figure out how to make a home out of that. Okay, what's in the console? Fuel. Or, technically speaking, a fuel injector unit. Oh, what was that? Uh-oh. Poison? Ah, son of a... Okay, so clearly I've touched something that was poisonous. Okay. Think. Okay, so what I need is, I need to find something for an antidote. Actually, I don't know if I actually have the thing for that right now. Because, you see, when you get poisoned, it is a kind of one of those slow, painful kind of deaths. And, what's the word I'm looking for? It is a very slow and painful death to kind of go through. But as long as I can find the materials I'm looking for, which are, I believe, two. Dude, are you? He was freaking out for a second. Okay, so basically, long story short, sorry, I got distracted there. There's a type of plant I can find, but it's not on every island. It only appears in some islands. And the way I pronounce it is called a pai plant. Now, normally you mix that with a coconut, and it's supposed to give you an antidote. And the antidote is actually what you need. Wait, here it is. This is what I'm looking for. Now I need 2 of these, as well as a coconut, to pretty much make an antidote. Piss. I think what I'll do is, just for now, I might throw my killing in there, just for a moment. Not so I can take the Iron Sharks. Okay, so as you can see, like, this might actually help me look for another one of those plants, because it's not being bad or anything. It's actually kind of a race against time now for me to find that other plant, because clearly I either stepped in something or something hit me when I fell into water, which kind of gave me that poison effect. So now it's a race against time to heal myself. Otherwise I'm gonna have to restart the whole session all over again. Well, the main thing is, at least you kind of got to see what happens now when, you know, you mess around with something that you're not supposed to, and, well, you kind of get the idea what happened. Okay, so, really, I wasn't really going to explore looking for materials to make an antidote quite yet, because of course I thought I wouldn't find that. I wasn't going to get poisoned. But then again, here we are. Kind of not what I wanted to kind of spend the first hour of my stream doing. See, what I'm looking for is like a cluster. Because normally it's in clusters that you'll find those kind of plants. And as you can see, well, I don't have really much to worry because I have plenty of health, but, you know, that does drain over time. And I know for a fact that most islands normally have 1 to 2 of those pipe plants. It's just a matter of wondering whether or not this island actually has it, because if not, it means I'm pretty much going to have to move to another island just to find what I'm looking for. And that I don't want to be doing right now. See, normally they sprout up around here, in these little clusters. But sometimes they do change from time to time. Ugh, okay, there's a snake. Yeah, that's the last thing I want to be doing. I'm already poisoned enough, so the last thing I want to be doing now is aggravating a snake even more to, you know, to pretty much finish me off for good. Okay, so, is this it? No, that's a young palm tree. Damn it, anyways. Well, that's a crab. You see, this would be a whole lot better if the sun was actually up, because then I'm not wasting the battery and a torch to help me look for what I'm looking for. Oh good, it's turning into dawn now. So, maybe the sun can help me out on this one. It's gotta be around here somewhere. What the f... Okay, so I found a palm tree literally stuck inside a rock. But then again, that's actually nothing new. That does happen from time to time. Something tells me I might actually have to backtrack to another island just to find a second one. Because as far as I know, I don't think I've got any extra ones here. Oh, I don't. Okay, so... The only thing I can really do is... I guess I should just kind of focus on... Oh, actually, hang on, unless the ship... Maybe the ship actually has maybe antibiotics. If it's got antibiotics or an antidote in here, well, it won't have an antidote, but... Oh, great. So yeah, there's sharks in here at the moment. Just to make it a whole lot better. Okay, so what are my options here? I've got a shark here in the water that wants to pretty much murder me with every ounce of strength it's got. But at the same time, do I let the shark go kind of finish me off, or do you think I should see what I can do and possibly see can I fight this illness and hopefully make it a whole lot better for myself? Come on. You gotta have something for me. Rations. I don't need rations. I need... And I don't need a torch either. Oh, careful. See, the worst thing about this is I'm heavily up against time here. And it's raining now. Perfect. My only option is that if I was to succumb to this, that it's actually the poison that kills me. The only thing I can really consider doing is maybe trying to find my way back here. But even at that, that's a tall order. Finding plenty of torches. Looks like I found a radio. Okay, so yeah, this leads outside to, I guess you can call it buoy balls. Actually, buoy balls actually do work because you can actually make a raft out of those. But for now, I don't really need a raft. I need supplies to help me build an antidote. Either that, or I'm going to have to focus on trying to continue on my crafting. And just hope for the best that I can actually get it to work in my favor. Oh, I hate this. Oh, shit. Okay, so the door is damaged, so I can't go that way. Ooh, but I can go this way. Okay, so there are some decent things here, but this is going to require a lot of exploration. Okay. There's a shark in here. Kinda not what I wanted to see right now. Oh, and for anyone wondering, no, I can't get struck by lightning. I don't think that's a possibility in the game right now. Okay, so I'm at to lose in the air tank, but it doesn't matter, I've got an extra one at the camp. There's a campfire. So yeah, of course, I need to start looking for that other plant. If anything, I might have to actually head back to that island over there just so that I can actually look for this. Because, I know my health seems fine now, but it's only a matter of time before my health starts depleting. And of course, I'm going to end up just taking 2 coconuts right now, so... okay, I can drop that. So how many... Okay, so I've only got one coconut. Okay, good. Wait, I had three. Okay, where am I pulling this third one from? Because it always... Oh, because it doesn't actually show you the one in your hand. Wait, is it dry? Is it? Oh, okay, so it's dried up again. That's good. So yeah, I still got poisoning, but I'm hoping that maybe by going back to the other island, I might just be able to find that second plant. And if not, I'm sure I could just reboot. I'm sure I could just reboot this map and, you know, go from there. Because there is a way, technically speaking, that, oh actually, hang on, I forgot about this. The rations can actually replenish both my food and my health. You know, they can both replenish my, you know, my hunger and my water. So that's a good thing. However, what's not a good thing is I was going back to the island, which is not where I want to be going right now. What I need to do is I need to head back to this island and start looking around to see can I find another plant. And I think what I'll do is I'll just get a bunch of stone maybe and make a couple of tool items. And the music begins, so I know there's a shark nearby. The only worst thing about it is if I run into a megalodon or anything like that now, because I'm going to be worried if that's the case. Oh, sorry about that, Wookie. I've only just noticed your message there. Yeah, don't worry about it. Apparently I've noticed that the chat on the stream has gone down, but I'm lucky enough that I have my second monitor up and running so I can actually see the chat. Otherwise, I would have thought that everyone would have been just quiet and they'd be like, hey guys, you all at me or something? But who would have thought starting off this series? Whoa. Whoa. Okay. I don't know if you saw that. That, my friends, was nothing more than a great white shark that tipped me over. All the more reason for me now to get to that island. Okay, no, that's the island I came from. That's the island I'm going to. I can hear him. See, that's the worst thing about the sharks in this. They have the tendency to knock you out of the raft, and then you become an open target then for the sharks. Which is absolutely terrifying for anyone who doesn't like the open sea. Which, if any of you guys who are watching this is afraid of open water, I do apologize for this. But yeah, I hate anything to do with being chased by sharks. You know, especially when you're trying to survive in these kind of situations. Because let's face it, my health is already declining as is because of the poisoning I'm after taking. The last thing I want now is for a shark to finish me off. And on top of that, the shark to finish me off would be a great white shark. At that's even worse. I'm not looking forward to this. And I know at the same time that this game may look slow and tedious, but I'm hoping to really get this series running. Like, one of the main things you can do in this, you know, apart from building other rafts and everything like that, once I start building other, what's the word I'm looking for? Once I start building other crafts, like the gyrocopter or something like that, I'll actually be able to, you know, I'll be pretty much able to move around the map a lot faster. And currently at the moment, that's what I want. But for now, I can't really do any of that until I actually look for this other plant. Okay. So there's a lot of these, ajuga plants, which I can make with a flask that turns into like a breathing apparatus for me. Currently right now, that's not what I'm looking for. What I'm looking for is that other pipe plant. So yes, it kind of brought me back to this island. So if it was the fact that I succumbed to my illness here, and I had to kind of redo it or reload it, at least then it'll be safe to say that I can kind of keep this seed running. Although if you think about it, I guess if my character did die, I guess keeping it on random would probably work as well, because then you don't really know what you're going to get. Am I right? Okay, I thought I saw... I keep seeing something there. See, okay, there's definitely something there. And it's telling me, like, to press square to pick it up. And I haven't a clue what it is. So, you have the yucca tree and you have an ordinary tree in the background. Oh. Must have been a pantry I was looking at. Oops. Well, that wasted precious time. Okay, so... is this it? No, it's not. It's just another part of a bush. Who would have actually thought that I'd be starting off this episode with me literally running for my life in order to get this to work? Surely there's gotta be something around here. Actually, as far as I know, I think with that cartographer editor, there's actually a way you can actually build your own islands too. So you can make like a really cool island that practically has everything. Well, providing that you give it the right space, that is. But at the same time, I feel like that's kind of cheating a bit, especially if you want to be making like a series out of it. See, I don't know how to get rid of the poisoning effect unless the only thing I can think of is just to make that antidote. you see, those are other creatures that can actually do some significant damage to you. So far, there's actually 3 animals in this game that does damage to you. Those are number 1. The one that can give you poison for number 2, I think, is the lionfish. So the lionfish can actually poison you, and then you have a snake. So a snake can actually cause severe poisoning too. So there's 3 different ways you can actually get poison in this, providing that you're not actually careful enough. Okay, so I think this plant also helps with medicine, but I don't think I can make anything with medicine right now, due to the fact that I don't really have the supplies needed. Yes, this is kind of like a slow beginning. And as you can kind of guess, I spent almost an entire day just looking for this specific plant. As far as I know, I don't think I actually have my torch on me either, so I'm in serious trouble here. Okay, so of course, like, aloe vera helps with protection of the sun. But of course, I'm not going to go anywhere unless I actually can find that other plant to save my ass. If it means I have to travel to maybe yet another island, then so be it. Okay, so my raft is here. If anything, I may have to travel. I could maybe travel over in that direction and then head across to there, if I can find the right supplies. Right, come on. And of course, if I end up dying or something, I can always just rerun this, I can always rerun the seed and start from scratch again. Come on. There we go. Where's my paddle? Okay, so it's not that island I need to head to. I need to head to the island over here. It's gonna be a long trek, and it's gonna be daunting, but hopefully I can actually sort this out, and maybe I can move on from there. Because I can tell you one thing, I had the initial plans up to end up having this, oh boy. And again, the sharks are attacking. But, as I was stating, one of my main goals... Yep, there we go. Well, this could be the end of this character. Come on. Flip it. Flip it. See, if I can't flip this, good. Nope. Damn it. I almost had it too. Because I'm literally in shark-infested waters at this stage. Come on. Whoop. Okay, good. Now, where was it going? Yeah, I was heading over in that direction. Come on. I have no idea why my camera tilts up like that. But now you can actually see like how dangerous these guys actually get. It is insane about how deadly these guys can become. So far I've been poisoned and I've almost been eaten twice by sharks. Not the kind of plan I had going at the beginning, because my plan was I was hoping to maybe start placing down a couple of foundations like right away so that I can pretty much just get into building my base. But turns out the game had other plans for me. Now there may be a couple of times where I might actually have to depend on building up my crafting skill in order to actually make the blueprint for the antidote to show up. But I'm hoping, for my sake and for everything else, I'm hoping to fix that. However, I can actually tell you one funny thing for anyone who actually wants to hear this. When I was actually starting off this stream tonight, I literally booted up for like almost a second, and just as I was about to go live, I realized my goddamn web camera was turned on. And normally that's not a bad thing. I wouldn't mind turning my camera on, but for me, I want to keep that for like a specific milestone. I don't want to just turn it on willy-nilly. I think I'm about to get overturned again. I hope not. But yeah, long story short, I don't want to be. It's not that I don't want to turn my webcam on right now. It's just the fact that I want to leave it for a special occasion for me to do so. So basically, like the second I noticed it, I literally had to stop my stream and cut off the checkbox which allowed me to show my web camera, because you know, if I was to just show a stream now, if I was to do a stream with my web camera involved, that would just kind of ruin like the whole kind of idea I have for a milestone. Okay, please, for the love of God, tell me that there's actually one of these plants on here, because I'm already down to 50% health already. And I actually have no, I actually don't have any, oh, beautiful, I found that. So now I got, oh, please tell me I actually have two of these that I didn't just toss it into the, actually no, hang on. I'll actually keep that on me right now. Because what I would actually need to do is, I'm actually going to, I'm gonna make like a mini shelter just for the moment. And I'm praying to God that this actually works. Because what I'm going to need to do is I need to build up my crafting skill so I can actually make that antidote and get rid of this poisoning. If I can do that alone, I'll be happy. Okay, okay, so there's not enough room now for sticks. Come on. Give me what I need. Okay, so here's what we're going to do. Make that. Then we are going to make a shelter. That's what we're going to do. So for now I'm actually going to cut down this palm tree just so I can get the palm leaves off of it. Normally this would be a lot better if I had an axe, but sadly I don't got an axe on me. Not yet anyway. Come on. This is just gonna be like a miniature shelter, and I'm just going to use this island just to obviously help me build up my crafting skills so that I can actually start making that antidote. Oh, piss. Okay. You can go. Okay, so here's what we're going to do. It's going to be risky, but I'm going to save it because if it does work, then I can actually have a save to fall back on, just in case I die kind of prematurely. So, next thing I need to make is a crude axe. So I need 2 pieces of flint, which is easy enough to do. I just need to make 2. I just need to get 2 stones, and that should work on my behalf. Okay, so 1 stone. Perfect, 2 stone. Now I need to make more twang so I can attach the stone tools to the piece of wood. And yeah, I know it's kind of tedious, but I'm just kind of doing this now just to pretty much to save my ass. Because I guess you could say my life is literally hanging in the balance. Okay, so I need another young palm tree. Maybe there's one like in here somewhere. Yep. Oh no, it's a yucca. Perfect. So you see, they give off like 5 of them. Okay, so... Oh yeah, that's right, I was supposed to make 2 stone tools out of that. And now I can actually make the crude axe. However, I can actually work on that and actually refine it, but I need leather and another piece of however, maybe if I'm lucky enough, I might find something over here in this shipwreck. I'm hoping, anyways. Cause I guess you could literally say everything right now is hanging in the balance around here. Not what I'm looking for. Okay, come up. Don't get stuck on anything. Well, yeah, dude. You know, last thing I want to be doing is pulling his carcass out of the water. Okay, so there's planks there, but I feel like there's more to this than what's actually being seen. Okay, so there's nothing actually there. See, the majority of right now is going to focus on me looking for supplies to make this antidote. Or, I wonder, could I actually make the antidote now? Oh, please tell me I actually can. Crap, not yet. Okay, what can I do? What can I do to change up my chances of survival around here? Because my health is dropping. I'm going to see what I can do with these planks for now. Corrugated metal, that's not what I'm looking for right now. Okay, first of all, let's see what I can make with planks. Oh, okay, so I guess what I could do is I could make wood foundation. Well, I can make wood foundation now, but it just requires me to look for more sticks. Like, it's easy enough to find sticks anywhere, but I think what saves me the bother is looking for, like, these kind of trees. You know, 10 trees like this, at least they give you 2, so... Okay, that gave me a lot more than 2. Okay, so... what was it again I was making? Oh yeah. Wood foundation. Now, of course, I'm just doing this just to build up my crafting skills so I can actually... you know, I can get around to... Come on. Okay, perfect. So is it my craftsman skill went... Oh no, I thought my craftsman skill went up. Oh, son of a... Because that's what I thought. Because I think it's actually that's the antidote. Okay. I think we all know what we have to do. Come on. Give me the sticks. I'm just gonna kinda muck around with this. You know, just so I can actually get this up and running. Right. As long as I can actually do this to survive, I should be fine. Nothing yet. Okay, so I need more sticks. See, what I'm going to do is I know it's kind of stupid, I could easily just build my base over in the island I was going to do it at, but, you know, I am kind of pressed for time here and my health is going down, so I'm just doing anything I can to increase my crafting skill. I need to find water. Okay, so my guy needs to start looking for, it's kind of weird because I don't think it actually shows me where I am with my crafting skill. Unless I'm incredibly close and it's not telling me. Okay, so first things first. Drop that. You know, without launching me would be nice, you know. Right, so now what I need to do is find 2 coconuts and just put some water into him. Because as long as he's able to have 2 coconuts a day, he should be fine. Alright, come on. Okay, so how's your hunger as well? Well, I guess I could give him 1 coconut. Because technically he is allowed to eat 2 without getting sick. But the other one is kind of banjaxed if he's to go overboard. Right, so I could break down this trunk to give me more wood, or to give me more sticks. And obviously more sticks means more of a foundation I can build. Yeah, I'm just doing all this just to build up my crafting skill. And it's still not high enough. Some of them... You know, you think you know what to do, and then life just hands you a big FU. Yeah, that's about right. Really? Well, I guess I'm gonna call this camp for now. Or who knows, I might actually set up camp here. I don't know. We'll see how the rest of the stream plays out. So my craftsmanship PC is only at 2. But in order, in order to craft stuff, I need to actually maybe build more stuff like this. So maybe if I make it a fishing spear and start fishing for, well, obviously fish, but if I start getting the necessary items, then maybe that can actually help me. And the question is, why was I using a okay, so already okay, so I'm overcumbered on that one. All this just to save my ass. Who would have thought, huh? Who would have thought? I think what I will do is, it's kind of funny because I have planks there, and the planks don't really do all that much. They're not used mainly for the crafting supplies. Well, I think what I could actually do is, I could use this island temporarily as like a, as a means of just advancing my handiwork and praying to God that I can actually get this to help me. My water's out again. Of course, more planks. Is there something I could do with like planks right away? Ooh, actually, hang on. I think, is that, yes, it is. It is a tarp. Tarps can actually come in very handy, very early in the session. Because what I can do with tarps is, I can actually make a drinking system. Hey Scarfs, welcome to the stream, my dude. Apologies as well if I've only just noticed your message pop up. It's the fact that the chat on the stream isn't showing up, so it's just the fact that I was actually unable to hear you on that one. Okay, so I need to put those in there because those are important. I cannot lose those. is there actually a way of refining my hammer? You know, there probably is, but I probably won't be able to get it right away. Actually, I know it's useless and it's gonna be a waste of my time, but I wonder if I just make a whole bunch of, you know, I just wonder if I make a whole bunch of just spears. I wonder, would that work? And of course, I can't see jack diddly squat, and my health is really running low. Okay, so I got 4, so that should give me 4 spears. Anything really just to bring up my crafting. Ah, perfect. That's what I was waiting for, was my crafting's level to go up. Because now, see, I can head back now and I can start making this antidote. Storage. Perfect, now I got everything that I need. And that, well, technically it should heal me, but I'm not out of the woods yet. I'm kinda left, it's kinda weird now because I'm kinda left with an empty flask. But now I can actually start focusing on food and drink, which is the most important. Well, mainly it's drink that's more important right now. See, what I can do is, I can eat the coconuts here, head back to the island where I was going to build my home, break them down, and, you know, Bob's your uncle. Actually, do you know what? No, I won't break those down. I'll actually keep those there. And I'm just going to focus on getting back to the island where I was actually going to call it home. However, it's kind of eerie as well because of the fact that that music is playing, which symbolizes that there's sharks nearby. So of course I had to be relatively careful. Come on. I have to admit, that was a very close call at the beginning of the stream, but I'm glad that I managed to get that up and running. So what I'll do is, I'm going to pretty much paddle back to, I'm going to paddle back to my island, the one that I called home first. You know, providing that I don't get hit by a shark on the way. And then what I can do is I can actually start focusing on like hunting for fish and getting food, and I can start making stuff for collecting water. So I just have to be quick. So it turns out, instead of me just building all those wood foundations, I could have just crafted a ton of useless spears. I'm just hoping now I can actually get back in time to help regenerate my health a bit. Because if I can't, and I end up dying out on sea, that will be kind of embarrassing. But I'm hoping it won't lead to that. Well, hope is a strong word. Come on. See, and also I don't like being out in the open ocean for too long, especially when sharks are actually able to topple your boat and knock you into the water. So they actually are more vicious now than they were before. What I hate about it is how quiet it's gotten. What's that, bubbling sound? I don't know if you guys in stream were able to pick that up, but I heard like a bubbling sound coming up through my headset. It was very kind of conspicuous. But look, it don't matter. I'm back to the island now. Now I just need to focus on getting my health back up to 100%. Because I can tell you one thing, this is a very rough patch. Perfect. I found a tarp, so... Or actually, do I have a tarp on me? No, I do not. What is... Okay, so what is my health? Yikes, okay, okay. Where did I have my, base situated at? Oh wait, no, hang on a second. I didn't really have a base, did I? Well, not yet, anyways. Yeah, I actually didn't have a base situated at the time. Because obviously I didn't build any shelter. But where did I put that, box? Cause... Oh, here we go. Yeah, okay, so this is where my shelter is gonna go. So, again, we're back to the original beginning, which is building the actual shelter. So that's twine, fronds, and sticks. And of course I brought the paddle with me. That was a mistake. I'm just gonna tear this down because it's closest to where the base is gonna be situated, so I'm gonna just focus on everything around here. Okay, so now he's actually hungry, so... Okay, so far that's good. That's very good. Come on. Okay, so I got 4 of those. Really? Okay, so I don't need that. Now I just need more, hoping to actually try to get as much of this done as soon as possible. Hey, I think I threw my killing down, didn't I? Yeah, so I'm just going to throw my planks there just for now. They need to bother. Okay, so where's the rest of those small plants? Because the good thing about it is the young palm trees, they do spawn back, but they take a while. Okay, so I still don't have enough. Come on. Don't let me down now. Perfect. Okay, so here's what I'm going to do. I am going to place a shelter right here for now, and then I'm going to build my foundation out here into the water. But for now, this is actually a place that I can actually save and I can sleep. So, at least now I got a standard situation sorted for myself. Next I need to go and get that tarp because I need to start making water for myself. Actually, I wonder. Good. Okay, so give me the axe. So basically, you can only eat 2 of these after a certain time, and you should be fine. But for now, I can't let my health go.
Ah, doesn't look good.
Oh great, really? You know, this was the worst thing about that. Just, you know, just when I thought I had everything sorted, I get bitten by a snake. So what does that tell you? Sometimes life ends up throwing you a curveball and you have to kind of deal with it. Yeah, I knew that's gonna happen. Like, I know I'm gonna die, but the main thing is I saved before I did. It would have been a lot worse now if I ended up not saving, and then that happened. Yeah, then you're talking about serious consequences. And let's face it, I'm not going to be able to find any more of those pipe plants. Not with the amount of health that I've got. So, I think what I'm going to do is, I'm not going to focus so heavily on crafting at the moment. Yeah, there we go. So, I don't even know why I pulled this over here, because I'm gonna die in like a second anyways. So, what I'm going to do is, this is actually what's going to actually happen. I'm going to just let my character perish. And because I say this so soon, before I got poisoned, all I have to do is just literally backtrack. You son of a bitch, I'm gonna come after you next. So, it's kind of an interesting way because you'll actually get to see what the game over screen looks like, because I'm hoping not to make this a regular thing. And plus, anyways, when I do get back, I'll most likely be able to focus more on my food and my health. Mainly, I am going to focus on just building my foundations out here into the water. And depending on how else it works out after that will be up to me, really. So, as you can see, I've literally only got the most slitherest of health. So, I think what we could do is, we could literally just sit here and watch my health drain away until it hits 0. Because, let's face it, there ain't no way I'm gonna cure myself with poisoning with just this amount. So I'm just gonna wait for my character to die, and then we'll just reload it. It shouldn't take too long more. I say as long as I just move back and forth, and I keep running and hopping around, that should do it. Because you can hear the music is getting more dramatic. So, hopefully, my character should soon perish. So, do you know what? Let's go for a jog around the beach for a second. Because I'm practically out of health anyways. Or actually, no, do you know what? Hang on, where are you? Hello. I don't know why I didn't do that in the first place. I should have just let the snake finish me off. You died from poisoning snake bite. You survived 3 days. Not necessarily. I can just reload, and the funny thing about that is, I don't actually lose my save file on that one. I can just literally continue and go straight back into it. Now I just have to just be cautious about where I'm stepping. Because obviously I was stupid enough to end up walking into that trap by accident. And at least I'm not going to make that same mistake on the second time around. Actually, for anyone who's actually still here, and I know if you're lurking, that's fine, but I actually have a very good question for you guys. If you were put into this scenario, for example, if you were, after waking up from a plane crash, to find out that you are now on a desert island, what would you do as a means to survive? Like, what would be your first major operation to do? Like, what would you do in order to make sure that you survive any, any dangers? Where the hell are you? Wait, is he actually in that grass? Because, like, I heard him. You know, like, I heard him, alright. And we all did, but yeah, I didn't see him at all. So where is he? Oh, actually, hang on. I just thought of an idea. Basically, I can actually hunt for crabs, and the crabs might actually give me a good source of food. You know, I should have actually came across this way. Also, I do remember I have to be careful over here, as there's like, I think there is another snake. And I don't want to be walking into that starfish. Because obviously that starfish equals a big no-no. Okay, that works. So I'm actually going to set this up as like maybe my little port. So that's where my, you know, this is where my raft is going to be taken off from each time I have to go out. I just need to look for more crabs. Come on, where are you? You know, it'd be a lot better if I actually did end up getting, if I ended up finding, like, more sharks, it'll benefit me better. Actually, hang on. What do I... Okay, good. I have kindling. And of course I need sticks on top of that to, rekindle the fire. However, I think it's only like, I can only put in 4, sticks at one time. And then that should supply the fire with enough wood to keep burning for a while. Okay, so let's light this away, and then I can start cooking. And okay, so we have, there's the oh there you go. That's what I need. I need my knife. Just so I can actually cook these crabs. Now the only worst thing about it is, I can't cook more than one at a time unless I've actually got like a fire spit. But in order for that, I need to make a fire pit. Although fire pit won't take all that much longer to do. It only takes like 2 stones. After all, I got a big island anyway to venture out, so I'm sure I'd be able to find 2 stones just rambling around. Ooh, got a wood pile. Perfect. Well, at least by chopping this down, I can actually start getting more wood and sticks so I can keep the fuel replenished. Okay, so my thirst is about to go. But, like I said, I can fix that just by a simple coconut. Oh, perfect. That will be my crab meat finished. So, what I'm going to do is, I'm going to grab 2 coconuts, head back to camp, and I should be fine then. And I'll attack that while I eat the other cooked meat. Okay, so now that we got 2 coconuts, I can drink out of 2 of them, but I can only eat out of 1. Actually, yeah, I can drink out both of them, but I can only eat 1 of their flesh. But it hardly does much. Oh well. As long as I can keep myself, kind of fed and and supplied, then that won't matter all that much. So save that. The next thing I need to do is I need to make a water still, because the water still will actually come in handy for when I need to make, what you call it, when I need to make water. So, what I need to do is, I'm gonna pin that there, so, ooh, perfect. My crab is ready. So, there you go. Just shows that my food is going up, and I just need to focus more now on my thirst, and I should be fine. So yeah, I have to be careful as well that I don't become dehydrated, because becoming dehydrated is going to cause some major problems for me, and that's not what I want right now. First of all, I just need a lone palm tree that, you know, I don't mind cutting down. Okay, just because it just went dark all of a sudden, I can't see jack diddly squat. I really would have to have the moon to help me out here. Perfect, here we go. So, I'm just gonna bring just this whole palm tree over with me. There we go. Okay, so I need 3 stones and 1 tarp. I have a tarp in my storage here. And now I just need to find 3 stones. Shouldn't be too hard to find. Okay, 3 stones, 3 stones, 3 stones. I'll say, like, running around is going to probably diminish my health. You know, it's going to diminish my witch class a little faster. So I have to be kind of cautious about that. Not to mention I have to move slowly, just in case I end up running into another snake. Because as of right now, I cannot afford to, I cannot afford now to get poisoned again. That's a no can do on my books. Okay, so how many space? Oh. So I'm gonna bring the torch with me so that I can actually see where I'm going at night. Because what I'm looking for are these things, the young palm trees, so I can get more of the, so I can get more fibrous leaves to make more twine. And to be honest, I don't even know why they call it twang in this. It's probably just the name they thought of at the beginning. Like, I know to most people, we would call it like rope or twine, but I don't understand why it's called twang. Oh, I was hearing like scuffling. I was wondering what that was. I actually thought for like a moment, I thought that you know, I literally thought just for a split moment that it was like a snake that was behind me. So, like, as you can see, this will help kind of help me regain my water. So I'll save now, and I'll sleep. And that should, yeah, I kind of guess it brought me up to sunrise. So that replenished my water, but it means I'm out of the fiber in order to replenish that. See, that's the worst thing about it. You need those specific type of fibers in order to keep that going, which is kind of stupid, really. Because when I played this in its early access form, the only way you were able to get fresh water to drink was if you found a bucket, like, on the shipwrecks. And by going to the shipwrecks, you were able to get this bucket. You can fill it up with seawater and then bring it onto a campfire. And then by using the campfire, you can actually replenish your thirst by just simply boiling seawater. How it worked, I haven't a clue. All I know is, like, that's how it worked for me. Let's see what I can make so far with the planks. Like, as in, like, foundation-wise. Ooh, okay. So, basically what I had in mind was I was going to start at, like, maybe there. And that was the sound of my still filling up with water, so... my water's being replenished alright. Now I just need to get food. So what I'll do is, I'll do this and I'll start hunting for crabs. To be honest, I could actually do with a better hammer than this crude hammer that I've got. But oh well, it'll do. Okay, so now it's time to get my spear. Like, the other good thing about it is I can go hunting for fish. But I'm gonna need some decent sized fish. Like, you think those will work, but not all of them are catchers. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Pull back, pull back, pull back. See, I know inside around the waters here you can actually get cod. Now there is a chance that if you're lucky enough, you can actually kill a shark. But you have to be incredibly lucky to do something like that. Actually, I need to find a boar. Whoa, I saw you. I saw you. It's actually, what I'm going to do is, just bear with me for a second. I actually wonder, can I actually kill and eat a snake? I'm actually just going to save it now. And I'm going to test this. Hey.
Doesn't look good.
Yep, I knew that was going to happen. Okay. So technically you can stab the snake, and you can kill. I guess you can kill it like that, but I don't think it's necessary to do so because of, clearly, as you saw, you can stab it all you want, but it's going to slither off with your You'll end up slithering off with your, well, I can't call it a fishing rod, it's more like a fishing spear. And of course, you can't just go up and try to snag the spear back out of them, because you have the potential then of being bitten by them. And we all know like how that worked out for me on that end, didn't we? So it was lucky that we saved to test that out first. Because now we know not to do that again. Now, out here you can get some decent fish. Oh, yikes. That's another kind of animal you need to stay away from in this, is the lionfish, because apparently lionfish... Uh-oh. And that's what happens when you focus a bit too much attention on, you know, on hunting. You tend to kind of forget that, you know, you have a limited amount of air to work with. But hopefully that should give me enough food to work with. Give me the kindling. Okay, so I need to skin these.
Oh, gross.
Well, at least I'll have fish fillets. And I'm actually hoping that this would actually benefit me. Actually, that's another thing I actually need to work on as well. I need to make a fire pit, so I need to find 2 rocks. I almost ran back into that snake again. See, you see, that's another thing. I need to be cautious about where I'm stepping on this island, because one of these days I'm going to end up stepping on a... You know, I'm going to end up stepping on a... Thank God I was able to hear him before he ended up getting closer. But, yeah, basically I'm... Oh yeah, I can't do much at the moment, so I might have to actually go back and finish off the ring first, and then, because, you know, after all, I am going to set this as my permanent home, so, well, when I say permanent home, this is pretty much where my camp is going to be associated to. So, you can kind of see, like, how when I mentioned this from earlier on, that this was technically, like, Minecraft's older brother. Because, in a way, it kinda is. Okay, so what I'll do is... I'm going to make a fire pit, so then it solidifies where my campfire will always be, and then on top of that I'm just going to make a spit then, so I can cook 2 pieces of food at the same time. Just drop that for a second. There we go. And now I need to find some... Here we go. So I need 4 of these now to make my spit. And luckily there was 4 of these right next to where I need to be. So now I can actually make a fire spit. But first I have to wait for this to finish cooking because okay, put that down for a second. And now you can see, oh, there we go. Okay, so my hunger is coming back up. Perfect. Hey, Eduardo. I'm sorry to say this, dude. I actually don't speak your language. So, if you are able to use English, that'd be appreciated. Cheers. But it's not against you, Mace. It's just I don't understand like what it is you said. Okay, so now that we got meat running, I guess what we need to do now is we need to sort out my water supply. See, I think as long as I keep at least these 3 palm trees, I should be fine. But it means I'll have to like go to other oh, perfect. Well, the medium meat's gonna take a little bit of time to cook, but hey, I can just cook the small one while I'm at it. See, it's gonna take me a while in order to bump my health supplies back up, unless I can actually go back into the sunken shipwrecks, find a couple of rations, and actually eat the rations, because then the rations actually will help me replenish a lot of my hunger and my health very quickly. So what I think I'll do is I'll supply my water with the palm fronds, and then once my fish is cooked, I'll go and search for the supplies on the boat. And because basically these are what's needed to supply my water still, I can always just go back to it. Okay, they're not done yet, so I just have to wait a little bit longer. Then okay, so he says I need a... Oh. Okay, so he said he needs to cool down, so basically what he needs to do is he needs to stand like either in the shade or he needs to... Okay, so... Actually, another thing he can actually do is, to cool down, he can actually go for a swim. Okay, there's two sharks there. However, I think reef sharks don't really cause any harm. I say that now, and I'll probably end up getting myself killed within like 2 seconds. Perfect. So here is what I was on about earlier with the rations. So you see, it's replenished all of my hunger, and it's brought my water up a substantial amount too. Actually, the refined hammer will really come in handy. It means I'll get these things done faster and quicker than on average. Now, I don't want to go down there yet because obviously I'm going to need like, you know, I am going to need like, oh, never mind. What I'll do is, I'm actually, now that I have an air tank, and of course I'm not going to be able to do anything with it right now, what I'll do is, I'll head back to land, but just throw these stuff onto the beach, and then I'll start exploring the rest of the tanker. You know, find out what more items I can find on there. That snake I need to get rid of very soon. Even if it means me having to make a bow and arrow to get rid of them, then so be it. Okay, so I think I have one of those, don't I? Engine, no I don't. So what I'm going to have to do is I'm just going to dump that beside it. I'm going to put my planks over here because I'm going to kind of focus more on it. My label maker I'm going to place there. The kindling I'm going to place beside my okay, perfect. Both my health both my food and water are high, which means my health is going to start going back up. Now for my kindling, that is going to go there. As for the rest of the items, I'm going to keep the torch because obviously it's coming to dusk now. And then on top of that, I'm going to need to keep the, you know, I'm going to need to keep the air tank on me so that I can actually breathe when I'm submerged. Because, you know, there's not much to look at from up here. Yeah, I know the buoys, I can use to make a decent raft out of it. But I'm not really planning on doing that right now. And of course, like, I can't move those, so I have to literally cut those from where they are. Okay, so I'm gonna end up going down here, so... Oh, I shouldn't have wasted that. So yeah, I was exploring a little bit more of this area. And I know that there was like a shark in here somewhere. Okay, so... So basically, I'm just gonna alternate back and forth between the, oh, hang on. Trying to Eh, that's not good. Still no good. Oh, cloth. Okay, so there's nothing here. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. This isn't good. Pull up, pull up, pull up. Come on. Oh, I shouldn't have come down here. Okay, that got risky way too quick. And plus, I wasn't also expecting either to run out of oxygen. Okay, so far I've done quite well actually. I actually managed to bring myself from the brink of, well, okay, I won't say I brought myself from the brink of death, but the fact that at the beginning of this I did start off with getting poisoned like straight out the bat. So I guess if you think about it, I got pretty lucky. Okay, so the next thing I need to make is a plank station because, I need to start continuing to make my little base. Now I know there's nothing wrong with me, like, sleeping in a makeshift shelter like this. But it would be nice as well to have, like, a decent home as well. And the main thing is, at least I got my food and I got my water going. I'll extinguish that because that's not necessary. Because I found out that's actually a very interesting tip that you can actually do. That instead of wasting like resources keeping the campfire lit while you're while you want to keep your camp lit up and whatnot, it's actually wise not to waste it since since resources are very limited around here. Okay, so here's what we're going to do next. Like, once the sun rises again on the next day, I'm thinking of going right across there to that island. Oh, and I also forgot to mention that this game has no way of you making markers. So the fact of, there's no way of me, like, marking out which island is my, there's no way of me marking out which island's actually mine. I'm just gonna have to guess it. So for this, I'm gonna call it a gyrocopter. Parts. And there we go. So now this crate is full of, like, parts to make a gyrocopter. And that will actually come in handy. I'll be able to fly around the map a lot easier rather than taking a simple raft. Like, don't get me wrong, I don't mind moving around by raft, but having a gyrocopter means I could fly from this island to that island with no problem. Right, I'm going to sleep and we can move on with the next day. Because I know you guys don't want me just lingering around doing nothing. Okay, perfect. What's in my inventory? And so far it's actually everything. You know, it actually got a pretty decent room actually, if you think about it. Okay, so let's grab the paddle. Don't know how I'm actually going to supply the extra air tank again. Hey, hey man, Max, welcome to the stream, dude. Use compass to keep track of where your island is. Oh yeah, like, that's actually one of the ideas that I had, but another idea I usually do is, normally from my island, I tend to kind of just go in a straight line, because at least then that way, going from one island to the next, I'll be able to signify which direction I went to and which way leads back home. Okay, so that should have me out far enough so that I can actually kickstart the right. Do not want to be going out that direction. It's actually that island out there I'm going to. But yeah, I get what you're saying, Mad Max, about using the compass. It's a very clever idea. Especially once I start exploring a bit more. Actually, that seems closer, doesn't it? I'll continue going this way because I want to see what's out here. Watch famous last words. I guarantee it, this is exactly that's what's gonna happen. I'm probably gonna run into like a megalodon or a kraken while getting out to this island. And that's what I'm saying, like, when you're in a raft, you're kind of open up to every element of the sea. But once I get the gyrocopter, that should be able to benefit me a little bit more. I should do a little bit better. The only weird thing about it is, like, this does get a bit of getting used to, and I know it's a bit tedious at the beginning because the only thing you got to travel by from island to island is nothing but a simple raft. And as much as that's good and all, you know, eventually you do want to kind of improve on supplies to get a little bit better and maybe improve on your skills a little bit more. You know, like, that's how I kind of see it, really. But I want to see how far more I can go on. I think what I could do is I'll probably explore this island, see what I can gather off of this, and possibly, if anything, kind of see what kind of loot they might have on offer. And if they got anything good, then I'll obviously take it back to camp and I'll work more on building up my home. Now I know that there is an end game to this. Like, there's a specific way you can end this game by simply, I think, if you find a plane, it's one of those oceanic planes, the ones that land above water. That if you're able to find one of those and repair it, you can actually fly out of here and actually win. I guess you could say win the game, really. But trying to look for a small plane in a world like this is like looking for a needle in a haystack. And all I can really say to that is good luck. Because, you know, God knows where you're going to find it, and God knows where it's going to be. Like, that's the thing, it all comes down really to just sheer luck. Okay, so no, I don't want to start operating it. I want to attach that, and I want to pull this up onto the shore. Now, there's my island over there, so let's see what this island's got to offer me. Jerrycan, I will take that, thank you very much, because that will come in handy when I get back to my main island. So,
that doesn't look good.
Okay, so now I need to start focusing on looking for an antidote, because I was stupid enough to run into a goddamn snake. Hey look, I found Wally. Oh boy. Okay, so I found beans, so that'll help supply my hunger. But now I need to find more of those fucking pai plants. I think those are rare to find. I don't think they're that sporadic. Like, I don't think every single island has one. And let's face it, I don't think they respawn either. Which is kind of stupid, really, because you think these kind of plants would respawn? But hey, what do I know? I'm not the developer of the game. Oh, no you don't. Nah. You can piss off. So I found one. Now, if I'm actually lucky enough, I might actually be able to save my ass for a second time. Oh, lordy loo, there is a god above. Okay, so I need to start gathering some supplies, and I need to start getting them, like, now. Come on. I need a small palm tree. Okay, now I need a coconut. Got it. So now, I can make a flask. And now I can also make the antidote. And luckily I managed to do that without suffering any major ill effects. But yeah, seriously, I really gotta be careful next time. And you see, it literally just shows you how easy it is to to make that simple mistake of, you know, not watching where you're going, and eventually, before you know it, boom, snake bite. So the main thing is, now I actually found the island that actually had Wally on it. And in case you're wondering, Wally is actually a reference to Wilson from Castaway. So, if you ever wanted to know why the name of the episode is called Wilson, I'm Sorry, at least now you know why it's called that. There we go. There's the 2 drinks. And that should keep me somewhat going for another while. Well, mind you, this person was actually quite accurate about building this little campsite of theirs. I must say, I'm impressed with how he worked on that. Okay, so far we got Wally, which is good. We have a jerry can, which is good as well, and it is raining. Which means I'm not going back to my island until this rain actually holds out. Anyway, I guess it doesn't really matter if you think about it, because I do have, like, you know, I do have some shipwrecks that I need to venture with. Even though I was told that it's not wise to, and of course oh actually, hang on. There we go. Hey Yassine, welcome to stream. Are you a nerd? Well, I wouldn't really categorize myself as a nerd per se. Like, I don't like using the word nerd, but I guess you could say I'm somewhat kind of. I guess you can slightly clarify me, or you can slightly clarify me as one. Actually, well, really? You literally just gave me the same kind of crap that... I seriously can't get in there due to this goddamn bottom feeding thing. Crap. Is there like a way I can destroy this? Or is there like just another way I can actually enter this? Hold on. Yeah, I actually managed to find Wilson. Question is, can I actually get in here now? Is the question. Because to be honest, I don't think I can, which means I might have to access the things in another way. Come on. Kind of a... Wait, I want to kind of... And it's kind of funny because there's actually, like, there's the actual, thing there. Sorry for calling you a nerd. Nah, don't worry about it, Yazine. Hey, look. The way I see it is, like I said, I don't categorize myself as a nerd. Go on, get out of here. See, I'm trying to see, can I access it? Oh, actually. See, it's weird because it's technically a shipwreck, so you think I could be able to access the supplies through here. Although then again, even if I could, I won't be able to make it. Okay, so let's drop that there. Let's drop that. And let's drop that. That way I can just carry them back in the I can easily just carry them back the way they are in the thing. So it's kind of weird that I can't just access it through, like, you know, through here. Because that's weird. I think it's pretty much like a lost cause. I don't think I'm going to be able to get anything out of there. Yeah, I agree with you there. Yeah, they most likely it could be glitched, or it could just be the fact that the thing's bugged. So for now, I'm just going to take it as a lost cause and move on. Alright, so I know I definitely saw another shipwreck around here. So I'm gonna loot this place, and then I might head back to base, and I'll most likely call it a stream then. Now, where did I see it? I also have to be careful too, because I made the mistake of running around and I ended up running straight into a snake. But of course that was my fault because I wasn't really paying much attention. And I got planks, but not what I'm looking for. Oh, there it is. There's the another thing I think I salvaged that one, didn't I? I definitely think I salvaged that. Well, it's still bubbling, so is there anything here, or... Oh, it's a torch. It's something I already got, so I'm not bothered with it. Can you do anything with Wilson? As far as I know, I don't think you can. No, I don't think you're able to. I think it's just the fact that because the game is based on a point of that you're stuck on the desert island and you have to try to survive. I think they just threw Wilson in there as like paying homage to the movie Castaway. which obviously I guess heavily influenced how this game turned out. But to be honest, I'm actually quite pleased with this. You know, like, this is actually where I found him. He was like tucked away inside that little barrel right there. Yeah, what better way? And plus, anyway, if you think about it, I can bring back this box and I thought for a second that I got poisoned again. But apparently I just ended up walking I ended up walking right over a crab. I'll bring the lashing with me because actually, how much space is actually left in that? It's used up. Actually, hang on. What I'm actually going to do is, because I need food right now, wait, I wonder, can I just eat the... Ooh, okay. Okay, so now I should got everything. You plan to skin the beans. No, it's, as I mentioned earlier on at the beginning of my stream, Yazine, I actually used to play this game, back when it was in early access still. And I remember the only way that I was able to eat food back then was to, the only way I was able to eat food back then was to, what was it? It was to, like, drop cans of food or something like that onto the ground and, like, hit it with, like, an axe or a knife or something like that to break open the tin. And you were actually able to, actually, hang on, what would not be necessary right now? Well, the air tank would be handy because I'm out of it back then. I don't want to leave Wally behind. That would be disastrous. You know what? I might actually put the lashing down, and that might help. But, yeah, long story short, when I first started playing this, like, the game mechanics were different. Now, obviously, of course, now, the game is fully released, and it's fully modeled and fully updated now. But back then, I used to play it. This will actually tell you, like, how old I kind of go back with this game. I actually go back as far as this game when it was in alpha, or when it was in early access, that back then there was no such thing as antidotes. The only way you could heal yourself from being poisoned was using antibiotics, which you found in shipwrecks. Now, of course, they took out the antibiotics, so that kind of changed everything. And now, as far as I know, they're constantly updating this game. Like, there is rumors going about that they're supposed to be adding in, they're hoping to add in, multiplayer to this game. Even though, it's kind of funny, really, when you think about it, because this game is kind of halved down the middle with a, you know, it's kind of half down the middle between people who want it in multiplayer and people who don't want it in multiplayer. Now, for me, I have no problem playing it in multiplayer, but for me, I think Stranded Deep is better as single player, because I guess, you know, as much as it's fun to play with friends being stuck on a stranded island together, at the same time, it's kind of more challenging when you're stuck on an island alone. Because then you have to get the resource for yourself, you need to craft your home, and you have to make sure everything works. And it's like, it takes a lot of effort and a lot of time. But, like, playing with friends, that would be a good idea. I would say that, to say the least. But, hopefully now, once I get back to my camp, I'll, most likely be finishing my stream there. Because, as you can tell, I've been streaming for about 3 hours now, and it's late compared to where I'm situated, so, you know, I do kind of need to get some sleep. But, yeah, it's definitely something I'm going to enjoy playing. And yeah, the sooner I also get the gyrocopter up and running, it'll be a whole lot better, because it means then I won't have to worry about, you know, I won't have to worry about the likes of bringing a raft with me all the time. I just have to make sure I have enough jerry cans on me to fill with fuel before I start going on the go. But yeah, I'm definitely kind of pleased that I started playing this as a stream, because I've been wanting to do this for a while. And it's definitely something I definitely want to bring forward into the near future. Right, so, like I said, once I get to my base, I'm going to save it, and then I'll call it a night. It's kind of weird, I still hear that kind of bubbling sound. I don't know if it's actually to do with the shipwreck or if it's actually something else that's doing it, but that's kind of concerning. Okay, so reattach that. I'm gonna... Oh, that was so close. Question is, what is that? Is that like an actual... Is that a great white, or is that... I was gonna say, that's either a great white or that's a tiger shark that tried coming after me. You know what? I'm actually just glad that I got back in time. Okay, so... Hold that. Save. And... You know what? I'm actually going to think it's time to close stream there. So... I have to admit, I definitely enjoyed playing this game, and it's definitely going to be a game I'm going to continue on with this series. Now, unlike my Minecraft series, there is going to be like an end to this series, but I'm not entirely sure when it'll be. For now, I'm just going to play it as is, and whenever I manage to get the supplies needed to finish the game, then obviously I'll call it a series finale on that one. But for now, I'm going to enjoy playing this for you guys, as well as playing it in my spare time, because this does have multiple save slots, so maybe I can come up with a couple of ideas in my own spare time of what I could do for the next stream. But now guys, it is that time of the evening where I sadly must call it an end. But don't worry, I shall be back again tomorrow night with another fantastic stream. Now, before I go, I want to just thank a couple of people in chat for giving me company tonight. So the people I want to thank is Aiden Peterson, The Angry Wookie Show, Scorpius9472, Mad Max, and Yazine18. So thank you guys for giving me company for tonight, and I hope I did my job in giving you guys some entertainment. But as I said, it's late for me and I kinda need to get some sleep on my behalf. But I shall return tomorrow night, same time as usual, with another fantastic stream. Now, I don't know what I got planned yet. I'm hoping to maybe continue on with my Red Dead Redemption 2 series, so that should be fun. And then I think Thursday I'm going to move on with The Sims 4, because I have plans of getting a couple of the DLCs for The Sims 4, so I'm going to expand out the game a bit more with more unique supplies, and I'm going to continue building up the neighborhood in The Sims 4, so that'll be fun. Now, on top of that, this week is going to be a very interesting week as well, because I'm also debuting my first ever art stream for this week. But it's not going to be an ordinary art stream, it's going to be a virtual reality art stream. But I'll talk more about that maybe at the end of Thursday's stream. But for now, I just want to thank you guys. Before I go, there are just 3 little rules to do. If you liked my stream for tonight, then feel free to give my streams a like, or you can give my videos a like if you're watching this on playback, because by doing so, it kind of makes me acknowledge that I've done a good job, and I did as best I could to entertain you guys. The second one is to share my streams and videos around to friends and family, because the more you share it, the bigger this community gets, and the more people I can entertain. Not to mention, the more people that join, the better I will do it in my streams. And third, and certainly not least, if you'd like to see what content I make for the near future, and you want to see what other streams I have in mind, then feel free to subscribe to my channel, and while you're at it, click the notification bell. By subscribing to my channel, you become a permanent member of the Immortal Army. Now, you can also find me located not just on YouTube, but you can find me on Discord, as well as my other social media such as Facebook. So, I have left all my information located on my channel art, on my profile, and each one will lead you to a specific part of my social media that I'm linked to. But anyway, guys, thank you for the company. I hope I did a perfect enjoyment, and I hope I entertained you guys. My name is Morris. Ye are the Immortal Army, and you are all dismissed.